Hello, welcome to another episode of Barlow's TV, your holiday decorating center. I'm here today to show you how easy it is to fill this container for the holidays. A couple things you could do. One, you could buy one of these pre-done containers that our awesome design staff have done and just drop it right in like that. Voila. Or if you want to get your hands dirty and be creative, I'm going to show you how we make these. So first, what we do is we generally just fill our pots with soil. If you already have a pot that you took your fall decorations out of, just cut them out, leave the soil in there. You might have to put a little more soil in there, but make sure that soil is nice and wet. So I'm gonna take this. This is a new pot, so I'm gonna fill it up with our potting soil. Okay. So I've got my pot ready. What I like to start with is what I call my base material, or a base material in our greens arrangements. So generally what we use for base material is this right here is balsam fir, which we sell in large bundles, or you can use some white pine or also some Fraser fir, which you find on a lot of Christmas trees, just like the balsam. So I'm going to start with my base, and it's really important to have a really good pair of pruners if you're doing this, just to make sure you can cut the greens. I like to cut them on an angle so that they stick in the soil a little easier. So you start with the higher spots first, and you can keep sticking them in. I don't like to waste anything. I'll even stick this piece in there in the back because it'll just kind of fill that container in. So I'm gonna go along and I'm gonna fill this all up with my base, which I call my balsam fir. All right, so we're back at it. Just to recap, I put one cubic foot bag in my 12-inch container, so that's how much you need. I filled it up with my balsam base greens, and now my soil is nice and wet. So now I'm sticking some other greens in. This is white pine, just to give it more texture. You know, this is some nice healthy white pine. It's on thick stems. It's nice and long. So I want to stick them in there, and I'm kind of going to go around the container again just to give it some different looks. And like I said, we do sell all of these greens here, right here at Barlow's, in all different types. So right now, so far we've used white pine and balsam. And those are basically my bases. I like to use a lot of them. They're relatively inexpensive, and they do take up a lot of room in your container. So we continue to put the white pine in here, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna put some other things in here. All right, so now, recap, we've got our balsam, we've got our white pine. Now to add even more texture, I'm gonna put these magnolia leaves in. My friend Baker's coming over here to give me a hand. Oh, sweetheart. So if you see here, we have the magnolia, and I'm just gonna kind of put them around. I'm probably gonna use three. I use 3 big leaves in there. This one's a little smaller, so I'm gonna double that one up. So I have my 3 magnolia leaves. Now, to add even more, to make our container even more unique, we have these cool birch logs, which we sell them. We sometimes sell them in 5-foot sections. So what I did with these already is I just cut them with a good pair of pruners so I can get more life out of them. So I have this one in here. I'm gonna put these in 3s opposite where magnolia was. And I'm just gonna stick it right into my soil. So we have that. Now I wanna add a little color to my container. So what I have here is these are just these are waterproof berries, so they can go outside, they won't bleed. And I'm gonna stick them in there, so I even have some more holiday color in there. Same thing, I'm gonna do this in 3s, so it's symmetrical all the way around. And finally, if you want to add anything else, I think this looks pretty good. You might even want to add a couple cones. And like I said before, I like to do them in 3s. So same thing like that, and like that. So if you look, we made this pretty easy. It's all full, and it should last through the whole season. What I'm gonna do too, though, and something we do here at Barlow's, and everything we make, is we add something called wilt-proof to it. What this is an anti-desiccant, so it protects the greens from drying out. It puts like an oily substance on top of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this on this whole entire container, just like this. And I really wanna get all the undersides and the oversides of the entire container and all the greens, so that'll last well through the holidays. And then once Christmas is over, I can simply take these red berries out, and then you can enjoy this container well into February. As long as you put this on it, this helps a lot, especially those folks out there that face south, where you get that hot beating sun all day long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come in and visit us, get all your greens, and do this all by yourself. Have a great day. So that's how much you need. I filled it up with my balsam base.